Initially, when I started Krishna consciousness, there was a rush of intense feeling of devotion when I chanted every day. Now that I am doing all the sadhanas, my focus has changed to completing the set of given sadhanas for the day, and the intensity I felt in the beginning is there no more. I feel neutral. How do I understand this, and how should I move from here? Well, I am sure that this is a phenomenon which many devotees will go through, if not all of them. Even I have gone through this, and practically you will find many devotees going through this. Now, when they come into Krishna consciousness, everything is very exciting. Kirtans are exciting, and chanting Krishna's holy name is exciting. Reading Prabhupada's books is exciting, because every page you are discovering something new. Hey, this is a wonderful thing Prabhupada is saying. This is something which, this perspective I had never had. Oh, this is something, some truth which I never actually saw. It was right there staring at my face every day, but I never saw this. So this is very, very exciting. And then one festival comes, there is a celebration, there is Abhishekam, there is this, there is that, and everything is new, everything is new. So it's very exciting. The initial 1, 2, 3 years are very exciting. After that, what happens? You become used to it. Every day same Mangalarti, every day same Darshanarti, every day same Govindam Adipurusham. Every year same Janmashtami comes. Every year same, it's not the new festivals are coming, same festivals repeat. And books, we have already read once, you read again, it's the same philosophy. You are not the body, you are spirit soul, you are eternal servant of Krishna, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, same thing is repeating. So the novelty goes away. How do we understand this? How do we deal with this? Actually, what happens is, when we freshly come into Krishna consciousness, we are not qualified to taste the sweetness in Krishna's holy name, the sweetness in Krishna's words in the Bhagavad-Gita, the sweetness of the Bhagavatam, the sweetness of the Krishna's philosophy. We are not qualified to taste all these things. If you see in the Bhagavatam, in the very beginning, what is stated? It is said, Shukamukad Amrita Drava Samyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. That Bhagavatam is filled with rasa. And those who are expert in relishing the rasa of Krishna consciousness, they will taste the Bhagavatam as extremely captivating. So actually Bhagavatam is filled with the intense rasa. Intense rasa means the Bhagavatam itself says that it is Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. Please drink the rasa, the juice of Krishna consciousness. So whenever you take any fruit, there is a certain taste to it. Like the king of fruits is mango. Why mango is called the king of fruits? Because it is very sweet. Now you take a mango and then you take the pulp of that mango and then make a juice out of it. You make a milkshake out of it. The taste of the mango will get enhanced many, many times. So the juice, when you extract, you are condensing that essence of the mango into the juice. You are extracting the essence of the mango and intensifying it in the form of a juice, and when you drink that, you feel that sweetness of mango multiplied many times more than the actual mango fruit itself. Similarly, the Bhagavatam is said to be Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam. The Vedic scriptures are compared to a wish-fulfilling tree, and the Bhagavatam is the ripened fruit of that Vedic tree, whose essence, the juice of that fruit, has been taken out and presented by Shukadeva Goswami in the form of the Bhagavatam. This is Bhagavatam. So the Bhagavatam is an intense, has got the intensity of the sweetness of Krishna consciousness is embodied in the Bhagavatam. And that is why Shukadeva Goswami is saying, Moho Raho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. All those who are bhavukas, who have intense emotions for Krishna, will relish this the Jews of the Srimad Bhagavatam, they will relish it extremely. This is what Shukadeva Goswami is saying. But when we read the Bhagavatam, what happens? We will go to sleep. So boring. Why? Because we are not qualified to taste that sweetness. Similarly, when we chant Hare Krishna mantra, it is out of a sense of duty. We have to finish so many malas and all that. When Radharani chants Krishna's holy name, so tears start flowing from her eyes. Her throat gets choked and her whole body starts shivering. Hair starts standing on end. And these are the kind of emotions which overcome the heart of Radharani when she chants Krishna's holy name. So you see, Krishna's holy name is filled with such intense sweetness that when a pure devotee chants it, he gets moved to tears, his voice gets choked up and he becomes unable to chant Krishna's holy name. But when we chant Hare Krishna mantra, do we experience all that? We cannot experience all that. So actually we are not qualified to taste the sweetness of Krishna's holy name, Krishna's Bhagavatam, Krishna's Bhagavad-Gita. We are not qualified. You see, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a description of when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Srirangam. There was a poor illiterate Brahmana and his spiritual master had ordered him to recite all the verses of the Bhagavad-Gita every day. And he would sit outside the Srirangam temple and he would chant the verses of the Bhagavad-Gita, all pronunciation left, right and center wrong, because he was illiterate. And everybody would look at him and laugh, "Arey, what is this fellow chanting here? Is this Bhagavad-Gita is chanting, something else he is chanting." But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw, when this man would chant the verses of the Bhagavad-Gita, tears would start flowing in his eyes and his whole body would be trembling, shaking in ecstasy. And so Mahaprabhu asked him that, what is it that, which verse in the Bhagavad-Gita is giving you so much joy? And this man replies, actually, I don't know the meaning of any verse of the Bhagavad-Gita. I don't know what I'm chanting. My spiritual master ordered me to chant, so I'm chanting. But whenever I start chanting the verses of the Bhagavad-Gita, what comes in front of my eyes is the form of Krishna driving the chariot of Arjuna. Who is Krishna? He is the owner of the whole universe. He is the creator of all the universes. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the master of everyone. And who is Arjuna? Arjuna is his devotee, his eternal servant. Arjuna should be driving the chariot and Krishna should be sitting on it. But what is Krishna doing? He has taken the reins in his hand and he is driving the chariot of his devotee. And when I remember this, I cannot stop myself. Tears start flowing from my eyes. So you see, even without understanding the meaning of the verses of the Bhagavad-Gita, when someone, if one is a pure devotee and he chants the verses of the Bhagavad-Gita, tears will start flowing. Body will start shivering. Your voice will get choked up. So much intensity of emotions is there in the Bhagavad-Gita. But when we chant Bhagavad-Gita, we don't go through all these things. Why? Because we are not qualified to taste that. Now, when a person comes into Krishna consciousness, he enters Krishna consciousness. What happens? He has absolutely no idea what is going to go on. And just everything is new, everything is hitting him. And at that time, what Krishna does, he gives what is popularly known as in ISKCON as Bhakta boost. He gives a boost to the Bhakta. Bhakta is newly become a person has become a new Bhakta. What happens? He gets a boost. He gets a hint of that taste of Krishna consciousness. And so what happens? Everything is very exciting. Everything is very, very joyous. And after some time, Krishna says, okay, you got the boost. Okay, fine. You got a hint of what is going to come. Krishna will withdraw. Why? To intensify our desire to again taste that sweetness. Just like in the Bhagavatam, it is stated how Narada Muni, he explains how he became Narada Muni. In his previous life, he was a son of a maid servant and he was a small kid, 5-year-old kid. And it so happened that some pure devotees came to his village and he served them for 4 months and they gave him pure devotional service. And then after they left, his mother passed away. She was bitten by a snake and she died. And so then Narada Muni, who was just a 5-year-old child, he took it that this is Krishna's blessing to liberate me from all attachment to this material world. And like a sannyasi, he started traveling from place to place, chanting Krishna's holy name. And then finally he came to one forest. He came to a nice water body and he took bath there, sipped the water for purification, then sat down and started meditating upon Krishna. And when he started meditating upon Krishna, suddenly he saw Krishna right in front of his eyes. The beautiful bluish, blackish complexioned, the Supreme Lord standing in front of him. And when he saw that, he was completely overwhelmed with love for Krishna. And then suddenly that form disappeared. Then Narada Muni became very perturbed and he again sat down and again tried concentrating his mind, but he could not again capture that form of the Lord within his heart. And then he heard a voice, the voice of Krishna, and where Krishna told Narada Muni, my dear son, you are not qualified to see me, but still I gave you my audience, I gave you my darshan, so that your eagerness to see me will increase, and that will purify your heart, and you will become eligible to actually see me. So simply continue what you are doing. Similarly, in the case of every bhakta, Krishna gives a bhakta boost to give him an inkling of the taste of Krishna consciousness. And so after 1 year, 2 years, when it is taken away, you start hankering. When will I get it back? When will I get it back? You will intensify your devotional service. That is what Krishna is expecting from you. And when you continue your devotional service, there will come a stage when again you will get that taste. Again you will start feeling joyous when you chant Krishna's holy name, when you read Bhagavatam, when you read Bhagavad-Gita. That sweetness will start manifesting again. And when that sweetness starts manifesting again, it will be far more intense than what you experienced during that Bhakta Boost stage. So that stage will also come. And when reading Bhagavatam, reading Bhagavad-Gita will become such a joyous experience that that will become a festival for you to read Bhagavad-Gita and Bhagavatam. Then no rule is required. Every day you have to read 1 hour. No sense of duty is required. You'll be waiting. When will I get Bhagavatam in my hand? When will I get Chaitanya Charitamrita in my hand? When will I get Bhagavad Gita in my hand? You'll be waiting. Every opportunity, every little time, free time you get, you'll be running after the books of Prabhupada. So that stage will also come. So you have to understand that Krishna gives certain tastes, although we are not qualified for it, because Krishna is very merciful. Because in the beginning, if Krishna does not give that taste, very quickly we will get discouraged and we'll go away. So initially, Krishna gives that bhakta boost, a little inkling of a taste, and then we have to become qualified to taste it and even beyond that. So this is how we have to understand. So we don't have to do anything. We simply continue our devotional service, our Vaidhi Bhakti strongly with full determination, and slowly the taste again will manifest. Okay.